Hello and welcome to the next part of Slay the Princess. Last time we started the game and
Things got weird.
fast, yeah. The stranger sure was something to meet, and then we killed the princess. And now we shall see.
Indeed.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Sure, yeah. Oh, you
This
bastard.
happened already.
But I killed myself. But I already killed the princess. Oh,
Right.
so much, yeah. Oh.
I mean, we could still play the Let's Just Agree, I don't know.
I want to see what the narrator says.
I mean, this is Explore anyway.
Oh, you bastard, you're in it for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time.
Well, there's a new voice.
Yeah, I think we got him from just being like, no, we're not gonna talk, just do it.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Nope. We died because we listened.
Yeah,
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
It's sure.
And I believe the question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
It sure had consequences. The outside world disappeared.
Yep.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Well, those are some valid questions.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Well, dang.
Yeah, I think Cold is a little bit vengeful feeling.
Understandable.
I mean, why not explore some more? Whatever. Let's talk more about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes, maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
Sure.
that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really?
Ah,
Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Who locked her in that basement? What is this
People
place?
locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
okay.
People locked her away. Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
It's because we are monsters, aren't we?
I didn't know we were special.
No, hero.
Of course we're special.
You're being cagey. What are you telling
I've
me?
told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Ah,
This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking, so let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
hold, we're not gonna kill her again.
Maybe not now.
I mean, clearly there's something about her that can end the world.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Turn around and leave. Honestly, I want the contrarian back.
I don't think we will get him back that easily, though. I mean, you can try.
Let's turn around and leave.
Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Well...
Oh, this is skip a little dialogue. Anyway. Well, this is something we had seen last time, yes.
I'm gonna... I really want the contrarian back though, so I'm gonna choose all the contrarian stuff.
Go for it.
I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. I'm gonna go walk in the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever. Fine. I suppose you just quietly
Whee!
continue down the path away from the cabin.
The voice didn't properly.
Whoops.
Whoop. Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he?
You're
Meh.
really keen to the stakes
Oh.
of the situation. If
Something-
you don't do your job,
Something is
Forever.
different.
Oh, okay.
Wait, something
I
is...
Yeah, I was about to say, I guess the skipping is a little buggy.
Yes, but... Well, in terms of playing the voices, but not in terms of new text.
Yes. That's what I mean.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again, but everything is getting fuzzy.
what's going
Huh.
on? Where are we? I don't know. But it feels like home.
Okay. The world around you is unbound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulation pulls louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Are we back?
Is this the stranger again?
Feel us probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new.
I see. So since we have met the stranger, the outside world now is clear to us.
I guess whenever we defy to go to the cabin, we end up here, maybe?
That could be. Maybe that's the reason why we met the stranger in the first place.
Maybe. I suppose there's multiple ways to certain endings. Interesting music. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am or only say salvation. Well, and we're back.
Oopsie.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the
It kinda was different though.
Yeah, definitely, and we're not, we kinda skipped the Spectre. Well...
Well, I guess we should not go back.
Thanks for telling me what to
Don't
do.
mention it. It's all part of the job.
Who do we
Let's
have
just
now?
go and
You make
I
your
don't
way
know,
up
we
the
could-
short path to the cabin.
we
You'll
could
find
go to the princess and just
within.
talk to her for now.
Yeah.
We haven't done that yet.
Well, take the
Well,
blade and then
Blade from the
talk.
table. It'd be rather difficult to slay.
Yes. We have heard all this.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Hi.
Hi. Hey girl. How you doing?
I mean, why not?
Don't be
Let's
a
try to flirt with
stranger.
her.
It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Let's flirt with her if we
You
can.
walk
Okay.
Nuh-uh-uh.
Yeah, let's just be fun.
Or I haven't decided yet.
I think better. Fits with the hi.
Then drop the knife.
Okay.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, let's
Let's
drop
drop
it.
it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Ooh, this is the first time we see her this up close.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Let's try to flirt. Is there any flirt option?
Relationship? Are you coming on to me? I mean, sure. This is the funniest way of doing things.
Yes.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Well, she has a point.
Yeah. Do you know I am here to kill you?
Do you?
Nope.
I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
She sure has an
She's so
attitude.
sassy.
Yeah. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
How about I do anyway?
Hehehehe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
The world, but not the people.
Yeah, she's a little unsettling.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Gee.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nope.
No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
We already saw your best
Sweet.
interest at heart.
Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Let me guess, a knife is a bit too big to use as a lockpick?
I suppose not, but if I remember right, in one of the fractured endings, like, we saw a bunch of fractures once, and I think in one of them I saw him use the knife to break the chains. Don't ask me how, but I guess.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Now we're both locked in.
Well,
Is someone else here?
hey, let
Your
me out of
shouts
here.
and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Yeah.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
No.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Looks like it.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I know. But I also won't like what happens if we do as you want us to. Let's save the princess this time.
Against your better judgment,
yeah.
you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Well,
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
She does
we are
not...
perfect pair. We are both monsters.
Yeah.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the
Okay.
locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Now you're puppeteering us?
Oh,
wow.
great.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh, there's
On
one
her.
on her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
You are not doing a good job at that.
Nope.
Resist.
Is it?
The blade. Move the blade.
Never.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Oh boy.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Well, I mean, she's very cool, but...
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end,
I mean,
isn't it?
what else was she supposed to do? If we can control our body?
Hmm.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Better than... always ending up in the same place.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, we're
and at
back
the
in
end of that
chapter
path
2.
is a cabin.
Yeah,
And
let's...
in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Let's see what new voice we get.
Yeah, and let's see that we don't lose everything again, because I feel like we have accidentally reset our progress twice.
I don't know.
You're here.
Let's just go to the
slay her.
cabin.
Hmm.
If you don't,
Terrible sense of deja vu.
terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
That's it.
I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Hello, Skeptic. Welcome to the club.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
The only dangerous one here seems to be you, narrator.
Hmm. This is more than just a deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing really just
We could
happened.
go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Ah, yeah, this we had. So let's proceed to the cabin.
Yes,
Blah,
yes,
blah,
don't believe
blah,
a word
blah.
she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
You're the skeptic.
Wink.
Wink?
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this
Okay.
clown and focus on the princess.
What if I don't take the knife, though?
Yeah, let's just...
The
Oh,
interior of the
yeah.
cabin
Oh,
is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A
The
few
mirror
pathetic
aspect.
wisps of starlight attempt
True.
to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror. Yeah, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
look into the mirror?
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. True.
Let's not get caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look. Whatever it is, he must not want us to know about it. Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
I suppose the mirror is directly connected to the stranger and the narrator cannot do anything with the stranger?
I suppose so.
Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
And
I don't take the knife.
Yeah, let's enter the
I'm afraid I'm
basement.
going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
But skeptic, last time we died because of the knife.
Yeah. I want to see what happens if we're just stuck there with the princess without a weapon.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm sure.
No.
Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get to say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful.
Okay.
You do
Well,
exactly
I guess
that,
we don't have a choice.
sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement.
It's a but don't must situation. For this route, they need us to take the knife.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
I guess in the next run we don't take it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah, you always say that.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
I was wondering that too.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
I see that someone made sure that we won't be able to cut her out again.
Indeed.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
No, I didn't even take note of it.
I did notice it.
It's for
but-
us.
Oh boy. That's possible.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Let's sit with her.
Yes.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
You are a lot more communicative this time, or at least neutral? She was more sassy last time.
She looks a little different too. Like her hairstyle, no?
Yeah, I think her crown is different too.
That too, yes. It wasn't that dark before. The shackles look a little different too. They're slimmer.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Well, I would like to free you.
Oh, a lot of good questions I want to ask.
Yeah. Well, they are all explored, so we can ask those we can ask as much as we want.
Well, last time we were cut short. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah,
Oh,
I remember.
Ooh.
well.
Yay, we are not the only one who remembers.
So she does remember. That's cool.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Oh, you now acknowledge it?
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
So you're saying that it's gonna be harder to slay her further along? I mean, we probably need to slay her in the future anyway if we want to see the Spectre chapter.
Maybe, I don't know.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Yeah, you are so shady, narrator.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Are you flirting with me?
That's pathetic.
Thank you, skeptic.
I never said I wasn't.
Okay.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
You need to be as ignorant as possible so I can manipulate you.
No, yes.
I won't. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Well, she's probably gonna be like, I'm gonna end up here anyway.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
What happened after I died last time?
Nothing
Yeah, I was
happened.
wondering that.
You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
I don't know about that.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Inspector Shackled. Uh-oh.
Can we actually lock ourselves in? Need a new cellmate?
Why
I
not?
wouldn't do that if I were you. Why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Maybe it's better than the alternative.
And what?
I mean,
Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
probably better to be stuck here with her than stuck in that happy ever after where we were all alone.
I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
And Spectre Shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
It's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
You shackle yourself.
As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
It's magical.
It's magical. It has its own
And,
world.
as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
The princess must think, what a
So
moron.
it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Can we even starve?
I don't think so, actually.
That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch. No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So, we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
Not one for small talk,
No.
are you?
That's rude.
Well, I guess we will wait you for eternity.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes.
I mean, we have all the
We
time
have
in the
to-
world to investigate.
We have claws.
Yeah. There were no keyholes.
I wasn't talking about breaking free. If we really want to reset, we can just kill ourselves again.
By clawing at ourselves? That's not a nice way
I
to
don't
die.
know. I never said it was a nice way.
Passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
exactly does that work? It just does.
Sure.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct.
Hmm.
Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Everything got darker. Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
You could at
Still
least
rude.
indulge me.
Hmm.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin
Ugh.
continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
I suppose the building is just going to fall on top of us at one point?
I suppose.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
True that.
She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't.
And neither have we.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then...
And we're free. Well, not really.
Well,
The wall behind us has to give in too.
true.
I think he's gone.
Oh,
Oh,
Would
I
you look
guess.
at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
We just had to wait.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Time to reset again, I suppose.
I suppose she was taken by the stranger?
Oh! The mirror. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be okay. Just trust me, we've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
I mean, hero, we're always gonna have you, so
True.
we're only going to say goodbye to the skeptic.
Feels too good to be true.
You approach the mirror.
Gaze into your reflection.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You have grown. Have we? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
I can obliterate you?
Oh, she looks different again.
Well, now she has the prisoner with her.
Yep. She's not an
Flickering
amalgamation
lights
of multiple.
and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
You sure are talking.
Yes.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Ah, that's sad.
You have been kinder than anyone else I've met, why?
Hmm.
Ooh, so much stuff I can say here.
Indeed.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I do not the same things that I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
I see. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Yeah. So, you're saying that she's also kind of dead? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I suppose we still have a ways to go.
Yeah. What happens if I destroy my body instead?
I don't know, but I'm also afraid what might happen if we do something like that.
Maybe we should choose I'm ready to go back, just for now.
For now.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will
can
meet
always
again.
We can always destroy a body another time. Everything goes dark. Well. And back to chapter 1.
You're on a
The patient
path
heart.
in the woods.
Let's just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You always say that.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Softly.
Hello? Is someone there?
This is different.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Hero, don't start simping.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
I'm here to save
How many
you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
They've
Wait,
not been able
really?
to save her
You're
correctly
here
yet.
to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Yeah. She is very
Just-
different this time.
You walk
Where's
down
all
the
the stairs?
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Hero, beauty is not a mark for being a good person.
Just look
I
at
am
ourselves.
begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what... should we talk a bit first, or...
I don't know.
Whatever. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Let's
That's a good
see.
question.
I mean, clearly
Eating or
we're not
drinking?
eating or drinking anything.
Yeah, apparently we don't need that.
Decide to keep her locked away.
Let's yeah. One of the chains examine, I think.
First, what's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Moon. So, Princess is your name.
She doesn't have a name, I believe.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't
Oh,
even
it's sad.
thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
No.
If I'm the first person you have seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Okay.
I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I don't know how.
You're making a huge mistake.
Sure.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Honestly, at this point, I think it would be easier to just destroy the wall.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Yes. Should I try to search for a key this time?
I mean, we could try.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
This
Is someone
again.
else here?
We get locked in again.
Try the door.
You try the door, but but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess.
Yes, yes.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah, yeah.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates to raise her arm to her
Well,
mouth,
that came out
her
of
teeth
nowhere.
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs.
Oh
I'm not
no.
sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's...
Fine.
We didn't even have a choice.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
It surely doesn't matter anymore.
No, she didn't. She smiles
but we
softly
have the
as her
knife again.
gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Don't you want to take care of that?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her
Okay.
escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps.
this
Wait,
again.
this isn't fair. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I want her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your
Yeah, and
body
I'm not trying
lunges
to.
forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Or this time we cannot resist better.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Or maybe this time the princess won't kill us because, well, we are on better terms?
I don't know.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Alrighty, what will she do now?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, she does kill us.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
She
Stay
missed.
strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
I still haven't seen that doom, you know.
Nope.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
She's not very good at this.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I don't know, probably.
Huh.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, time for chapter 2. The
The
Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay.
Well, let's see what new voice we get.
Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world. If he doesn't remember what happened, then... Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Alrighty then.
Beloved, okay.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I suppose.
A warning. Before
Let's
she
see
will
what
lie, she will
Yes,
cheat.
yes, yes.
And we already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
You sure are something.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure.
Alrighty then.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Hey, you were also a little bit smitten with her last time, dude.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
The mirror's back.
Do we want to find out what the smitten has to say about the mirror?
I mean, sure, why not?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd
he's
be
one of
lying
those.
to you because, again, there isn't a mirror. Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Let's approach the mirror again.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand, but it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Apparently
I
we
guess
have feathers.
Well, okay then. Good to know.
Alright, do
Let's
we
into the
want to
basement.
do we
No.
want to take the blade or not? No. It's gonna follow us anyway.
I mean,
We can just go take the blade, do not take the blade, take the blade. Yeah?
I don't know.
I'm gonna take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the
Take
table.
blade.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Sure.
Hopefully it doesn't put
Oh,
her
boy.
on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Let's see if she's more chained up again or not.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't think so.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Oh,
Ay,
boy.
ay, ay, ay.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Your dress is much different this time.
No, it's more frilly.
Hmm.
But she's not more chained up than last time.
Yup, and this whole room is smaller. With a
Yes.
window.
She actually has a view of the stars.
Isn't this the basement?
Maybe it's... well, it is on a cliff, so...
Hmm.
On a mountain, in a... You know, so
Yeah.
maybe one of
My love,
those sides is just...
we're
no.
here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Oh,
no,
boy.
she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Yeah, this damsel is,
you
is the continuation of last time, so yeah.
Yeah, she remembers.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Well, she only
Because
killed
of him,
us.
though.
Yeah.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was
Thank you.
self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
You really are funny that you agree with Smitten.
And you've died before.
Oh boy.
So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
You killed me last time, it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
No. That's so mean.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
I would like to see you try that.
What?
Okay.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right.
Oh,
It's
God.
extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
You really want to ask that, don't you?
Not entirely. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Not really. I have no feelings one way or the other about the world
At
ending.
least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
Nice.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Evil!
I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
That's a very good question, Hero.
Interesting theory.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Sure.
I think he's right,
No.
because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Well, shall we rescue her?
I guess we shall. We do have to slay her sometime, though.
Yes, and we can. But let's try to actually rescue her for once.
I don't
Let's see
know
if
if it's possible.
Possible.
But yeah, let's rescue the
No.
princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes.
Again.
Again and again.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Well, you sure are passionate, aren't you?
At least he has something going for him.
Yeah. Try to kill her, then I will kill myself.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You
Oh.
approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That
Okay.
shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Well then. Okay.
Why couldn't she have done that herself?
Because she is the damsel, she needs someone else to do it for her.
Oh boy.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
The narrator is so disgusted.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
Don't you tempt us.
What do we do now?
What do
What
you
do you
want
want
to
Let me
do?
guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Smitten is just going to the narrator being like, "You're maidenless."
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah, she's very damsel. Does not have her own wants, always asking her savior what he wants instead.
Well,
I want you to tell me what you want.
there must be something you want. Do you want to end the world?
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
She's the damsel, of course she does.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
I think we are timed.
That music?
And the borders. I think we are timed here.
Timed?
I mean, we don't have too many options before we get a reset, I think.
I see. That's unsettling.
So maybe we shouldn't explore too much.
I kind of want to see what happens though. I want you to make me unhappy.
Oh!
Oh man, you cannot offer me so many options and then give me a time limit.
Oh, a choice limit. I don't know.
Oh, this is so unsettling. I want you to make me unhappy.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy, I can make you unhappy.
God, I have eyes getting bigger.
Yeah, she is getting more abstract.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Let's do one of the non-explore, maybe?
I just want to leave. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
She turned back.
Oh, phew.
The music
She's
is back
to
too.
normal.
I guess maybe we can't explore too much sometimes, huh?
Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
Absolutely
As the princess
flawless.
takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Wonderfully said, I suppose. But she's probably gonna get taken by the stranger any second now.
That's
I think
possible,
that you
yes.
do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
This is happening.
I will.
I mean,
mope
it's not
about
the
it,
worst.
Because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the
That
princess
was also a
walk
way
up
to
the
annoy the
stairs
narrator.
Hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Yep.
Yep.
So what are we gonna do? Blast the door open with the power of love?
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Let's
boy.
see what you can do, Smitten, then.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
It's funny.
Yes.
And I'll do anything that's funny.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, Hero agrees.
Yep.
Hmm.
Do you think you can open it? Huh.
You
we
think
can-
you can open it?
Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Oh, narrator, you're gonna get your shit rocked. Okay, how do we want to do this?
I think we can open it if we try together. Let's use the power of love.
Yes!
It's the power of love.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
Bullying the narrator is the funniest thing, though.
Yes.
And
Not a fan of, like, damsels at all, but annoying the narrator is worth it.
Yes. Definitely.
the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
It's the power of love.
I
We
told
are
you our
unstoppable.
love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober. You know, if her
Oh,
walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
No.
oh, this is the first time we got the princess outside of the cellar.
That's true. Though I disagree with the hero of just staying in here.
That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
You know how every fairy tale ends.
Stop it with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Yay.
Rosa-rote Brille.
Our happy
Pink
ending
glasses
at
of love.
last.
Yep, and there's the
What
reset.
should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Of course.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Sorry, you're just... you're gonna be
You'll be-
merged into some otherworldly thing.
You will become a part of something greater now.
What a nice way to say it.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Bye-bye.
And there's the mirror again. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Sorry, hero.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Yes, we already know that.
Yeah, let's approach the mirror.
Let's just go. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
We need to go.
Just like a bird. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Ugh. This is
Slime?
different. You've withered. Oh no. You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Proceed to the cabin.
You are at the cabin.
Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Contradictions don't exist? I don't think so. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Ugh, I don't like how you said that.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Let's see what the contradiction stuff gives us.
See.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Sure.
Okay.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Huh.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that's the funniest choice.
Yeah.
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
You truly are using the best interpretation of that, huh? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Do you still not care what I bring next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Well, that's nice, I suppose.
Yeah, but considering that we just gave a damsel, not surprising.
Also true.
Let's see, what else do we have here? So you don't have any preferences on how you would like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
Well, my preference says I would like to have someone more feisty next time.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Alright then.
Should I try to destroy the body?
I don't know. The thing is, I don't know how this game works yet. It's like, are we collecting endings to complete her? What happens if we destroy her body? Do we reset and have to collect all these endings anew? Or
That
what?
would suck.
That's why I'm so hesitant on destroying her. Because I don't know.
Let's destroy my body.
Not that, yes. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay,
that
I
is-
guess that didn't do anything.
Yeah, that is a little bit unsettling though. Alrighty, we're ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods.
Well,
And at the
well,
end of
well.
that path,
Yeah, I suppose this is a good ending.
Yep. Then we shall end this part here, and next time we shall see what kind of princess awaits us then.
See, and what other choices we can make. Let's see. What do we still have open? There's still a bunch we can do, I guess.
I mean, the next princess will probably be different again. And new choices may open up due to that.
Maybe.
Though I don't know how they choose which kind of princess is next.
Maybe it depends on the choices we make, though.
Maybe. But yeah. Until next time then. Bye-bye.
Bye!